Hello, good morning. I'm just coming from my run. Please do not mind their face. I was like, if I sit down, they thought it's going to just run away from my head. Hi, hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mwamba. Thank you for passing through my channel. I try to run to keep fit. I'm trying to keep healthy, and I'm trying to run a marathon this year. I don't know if I'm going to do the KK or the APSA, but either ways, I just want to try a marathon because I have been running for a very long time, and I've never done a marathon. So I was like, 2026, I am going to do that. I'm super tired. I haven't even rested. I haven't taken my water because I was just like, if I sit, I won't be able to do this video. So during my runs, like when I was running, a thought came to my head of how grateful I am of my work, of the hard work that I have done, of everything that I've been able to achieve all these years. I haven't achieved a lot, but considering the fact that I am building myself, I am building my life. During my runs, I was just like, oh my God, I don't think you're grateful enough. I don't think you appreciate the effort you've put in to be where you are at right now. So I would like to share a backstory of how I got to where I am right now. I am comfortable where I'm at. Is this where I want to be? I would love to be at a higher level in life, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally. There's more to it, but I've just come to a realization that I need to be grateful for where I'm at the current moment in order for me to really appreciate where I want to go. So like I said, I would like to share a backstory. If I sound out of breath, please, I'm just coming from doing my 4 point whatever kilometer and I didn't catch a breath. So as I was saying, I think I will summarize my story, but I'll start from when I was in grade 10. When I went to grade 10, I was super excited to be, at a secondary level. And then grade 10, grade 11, I joined a wrong crowd. Like, I met people who would want us to go out, to spend our weekends out, and I was neglecting my studies back then. Because I remember there was one time in grade 11, my school where I was at, they actually made an announcement on a Monday morning to say, oh, we would like to announce that if you're going to fail your grade 11, you cannot proceed to grade 12. Trust me, even up to now, I do not know how I managed to get to grade 12, but I did. Because I remember during grade 11, I really had to put in like a lot. I even went for studying. I even went to the library to make... grade 10, 11, and I think first term of grade 12, I wasn't really paying attention. Term 2, grade 12, our class teacher then, I don't know what happened. I think God just sent that man that day to be an encouragement. So when he came on a Monday, I think it was his second period or first period. I'm not really sure. It's really been a long time. But when that man came to class, he started telling us to say, I've been a teacher for a very long time. I've taught people. I've seen what happens if you're not paying attention to school. He says, you can be in one class, all of you, right? But you're not all going to have the same future. Some are going to be doctors, lawyers, nurses, teachers, entrepreneurs, and others will not succeed. Some will leave, some will die. He was just basically telling us to say, if we're going to waste our time, we are going to regret it later. I remember him saying, you know what, as I am saying this, some of you are not even paying attention, but I'm telling you, in the next 5, 6, 7, 10 years, some of you are going to come back and rewrite your grade 12 if you don't pay attention. And that was our math teacher. So when he said that, for me, I feel like it was a wake-up call. But then it was a wake-up call, but it was too late. I felt like it was too late because I only had like 6 months towards our end of year, which is grade 12. And trust me, as I was writing my grade 12, I knew that although I'm writing, things are not going to be well. So fast forward, we wrote our grade 12, results came out, I failed. I failed. I failed. When I failed, my mom was very sad because she had dreams and aspirations for me. She wanted me to be better. It was really sad and heartbreaking to see that. But then she actually sat me down and told me, you know what, yes, you failed and there's nothing we can do about it. But the good part is that you can resit for some subjects. If you want, you can be reciting one subject per year. Me, I was like, one subject per year? It's going to take time, blah, 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 blah. But my mom had a vision, and my mom knew what she wanted for me and my sisters. So I remember after I completed, I didn't really go back to rewrite whatever subject I had failed. I stayed actually for 2 years. Then after I made a decision, I'll go and rewrite. That's how I went. I found that they've changed the syllabus. Now there was calculus. When I was writing, there was no calculus. I found that there was no calculus. I wasn't even studying. I failed again. GCE, I think they even know my name. It's not funny. Okay, back to the story. So I did again receipt. And then unfortunately life happened. My mom died in 2021. And when she died, I was actually working at the hair salon. So when she died, my friend, like a friend of mine, Leah, sister had applied for a course at a certain college. So she told me about it and said, "Oh, you can receipt, and then you can actually try your luck." I did. I managed to get subjects that could allow me to go to college. That's how I applied. I was accepted. But then there's no one to pay for my school fees. I was like, why did I start this? Why did I start this journey? But then I pulled through. I managed to finish my first year and my second year. And then I was able to get a job. So I transitioned from the salon now to my current job. If you tell me to say, is this what you envisioned? Is this what you thought? Is this where you thought you would be? I know. Yes, we don't know the future, but sometimes we work so hard that we know where we want to be. I did not have a sense of direction in my high school. I was just living and existing. It was after that lesson and that teacher really spoke to us that I realized that I am wasting my time. There's more to life than going out. There's more to life than partying. When I was saying I'm going to put my life together, I actually stopped, going out on weekends. I became a homebody, started studying. But in the process, because I did not know my why, I kept on repeating the same things over and over again. But I managed to pull through and I managed to succeed after a lot of failing. So today was me just thinking of how blessed I have been, how fortunate I have been. Yes, the journey hasn't been smooth, the journey hasn't been okay, but at least I worked so hard to get to where I am at. Why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because there might be someone out there who think they're lagging behind. There might be someone out there who's influenced by friends. There might be someone out there who might be influenced by society. But I would just like to encourage you to say, know your purpose, know why you're doing certain things. Some things are going to work out, some things are not going to work out. But as a young lady, I would advise you to really invest in yourself because it does really pay out. And trust me, I invested in myself and the ones that helped me to get to where I'm at, because this journey has not been a smooth journey. Trust me, it has had its ups and downs, but I've had so many beautiful people who have come in to help. be it friends, workmates, family members. They all played their part in my life into getting where I'm at. So when I was running, I was actually telling myself, I need to be grateful for today. I need to be grateful for what I have now, because it wasn't easy. Some of it was self-inflicted in the sense that I wasn't paying attention when I was supposed to. Some of it is because circumstances happened and I couldn't, things couldn't work out. But at the end of the day, I managed to pull through. Please, whatever you're doing, if you know you're doing the right thing to improve your life, improve your family situation, improve your education, improve your spiritual life, even when you feel like you're lagging behind, you are not. You are not lagging behind. It is time and results will show. They do not show right away. They do not show now, but trust me, they will show up. I am grateful for the job that I have. I am grateful for the community and the network that I have created. I am grateful for, oh my God, I am grateful for so many things. And just imagine I now have a choice to choose. I'm always like, oh my God, I can choose to be in situations. I can be like, this situation does not suit me. This situation does not align with what I want. This situation does not align with my purpose and my goal. This situation does not align with my vision. And I can take myself away from that situation. And I am so grateful to have that ability. So yeah, that is what I wanted to share today, because I was just like, oh my God, we're never truly grateful enough for how far we have come as human beings. And most importantly, as young ladies, I don't think we are. We get to sit down and bask in our achievement, bask in our glory, and be like, oh my God, I actually went through that. I actually did that. That really happened to me, but I managed to pull through. So yeah, that was my story. I'm not saying you should go out there and not do what the right thing and say things are going to work out for me, because trust me, whatever actions we're doing, those are seeds that we're sowing. I was sowing wrong things. I actually got failure at grade 12, but I was fortunate enough to say I could change what I wanted to do with my life. I could change the direction of my life, in the sense that I would have been haywire. I would have gone left. I would have been, oh my God, my life would have just been in shambles. But I managed to turn myself around, like turn the situation and be able to look back and smile and said, I actually went through that. That really happened to me. Oh my goodness. But I learned from my mistake, my past mistake. You might be a young girl who doesn't really know what's going on, what's happening around. Please sit down with yourself. Know what you want. Trust me, it pays out. Education pays out. If it's a business that you're doing, be focused. Know what you want. Know how far you want to go in life. But do not go with the crowd. Be in your own vision. Be in your own purpose. Because trust me, had I not have a sense of direction, had I not had a sense of realization, oh my goodness, I don't think I would have been where I am at right now. I don't think I would have been in a situation where I would have been like, oh, there's load shedding, I can buy myself solar. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And then if growing up, one thing I've learned is that as young girls, if you do not have a sense of direction, there's always going to be someone that's going to plant bad seeds in you. And trust me, those seeds are going to germinate. They're going to grow. It's going to be a big, big tree. So make sure when you're planting things that are going to be beneficial to you, beneficial to your family. They do not hurt the people around you, friends, family, and even your social circle. So I need to get ready for work. Actually, I need to take a bath and then go for it. But I was like, before I do that, I just have to share what's in my mind, and I hope you can get one or two things from my story. I've actually gone back to school to upgrade my higher education. I've actually gone back to school because I know what school has done for my life. I'm not saying everyone should go to school. If school is not for you, business. The same effort I would put in education, I think is the same effort someone who's doing business can put in there, because one thing is that in as much as I am in employment, I actually do have a business, which is mobile braiding. So that's a business on its own. I know what it takes to run a business. I know what it takes to invest in your business. I know when you have losses. I know when, you know, a client says they want to do their hair, you bought the wigs, you bought everything, and then they said, they've changed. So I have an idea. I do not have a lot of knowledge, but I have an idea on how you can manage a small business. So I hope you learned something from this video, and I would love to see you in my next video. Bye bye. See you. Mwah.